It's Monday afternoon in Seattle. It is Monday afternoon in New York. We have breaking news about the Israel-Hamas war. The United Nations Security Council voted 14-0-1 to adopt the President Joe Biden-led peace plan for the Israel and Hamas war. All 10 non-permanent members voted in favor of the resolution. The only country that abstained was the Russian Federation. The Biden peace plan would be implemented in 3 stages. Stage 1 would be a 6-week permanent and absolute ceasefire, the release of some hostages in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. If the initial 6-week ceasefire were to hold, the deal would move into the second phase, which would see the release of all living hostages except United States citizens, the full withdrawal of Israeli troops from the Gaza Strip. And if this is adhered to, there would be a cessation of hostilities, essentially an armistice. If that were to happen, things would move to the third phase, which would include the restoration of infrastructure in the Gaza Strip, elections for a government, the release of U.S. hostages, and the return of the bodies of any remaining hostages to Israel. Nothing has changed in the ceasefire deal that was announced 9 days ago. There were initial reports that the Netanyahu administration was going to accept it, and then they walked back. Likewise, Hamas came out initially in support of this peace plan last Friday, and then after the Israeli rejection, also rejected it, saying that it didn't provide enough. Moving to assessment, the Israeli Defense Forces have lost the plot a long time ago. They have gone beyond the pale, overboard in their actions within the Gaza Strip. There are plenty of examples of war crimes committed both by Hamas militants and by the Israeli Defense Forces. And the International Criminal Court has said that there is open investigations and they are moving to release arrest warrants for leaders of both Hamas and the Israeli government. In our assessment, there are 3 individuals that are blocking peace in the Gaza Strip, and they are Netanyahu, Sinwar, and Khomeini. Netanyahu and Sinwar have their separate agendas, and they don't want to see this conflict end. It's very clear by their actions and their words. And when it comes to Khomeini, the IRGC has its own agenda that extends beyond Israel and Palestine, and the conflict supports that ongoing agenda. The resolution was passed in the UN Security Council about 2 hours ago. Hamas has released a statement saying that they are happy that this has happened in the Security Council, but have not come out and said that they support the peace package, which they rejected less than a week ago. There has been nothing that has come from the Netanyahu administration, which is fighting to cling to power after Bernie Gantz left the coalition government. And that's what we know. If we learn more, we'll share more.